We should be able to start now. Thank you who have just joined us recently, and welcome to the Introduction to International Foundation Pathways webinar. We are really excited to talk to you about our pathway programs and the new developments that have happened, and also to welcome our January intake students. If we go to the next slide, Leslie, sorry. I'll have to say this to you every time now. I'll start with introduction. So my name is Atul Rana. I work at University of Reading as recruitment manager for International Foundation Pathways, and I'm quite a new starter. I just started this September, so I'm very new, but it doesn't feel like new. I feel like I've been here for years. And with myself, it's Leslie. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'd like to. Hi, my name is Leslie Lust, and I'm one of the assistant program directors for the International Foundation Program Pathways here at the University of Reading.
Yeah. Between us, we will be presenting today's webinar, but we also have a very special guest with us today, Malika. She will be giving and sharing some of her experiences as an IFP student who is in her final year now, and you will listen from her very soon. Next slide, please. So today's webinar is a quite unique webinar. It includes both our January offer holder and January starters and our agencies and partners. So we have divided today's webinar into two different groups, two different parts. The first part is for students and agencies both. The second part is only for agencies because we speak about the September 2026 intake. So all the information would only be relevant to agencies, not to the January start students. So we would request January start students to leave at the end of the part one. They will have all the necessary information that they require by then, and they will also have opportunity to ask any question that they have. Very important bit, you don't need to wait until end to ask any question. You can just ask by tapping onto that question mark and a rectangular box on the screen that you can see here. You can put any questions and I will be able to see those questions instantly and we can answer any question towards me, Leslie, or Malika. I can answer from recruitment point of view. Leslie can answer from anything academic point of view, and Malika can answer from anything student perspective. So if you have any question, more than happy and willing to answer any questions that you have. Yep. Starting about the university, we are the top 20 university in the world, and it's been for a decade now, which means very long-standing reputation for University of Reading, and we continue to build up on that reputation and provide a good accolade for our students. Moving on. Yep. The university was set up 125 years ago. Actually, not the university, but we were set up as the extension college for University of Oxford 125 years ago. But we became a university 100 years ago. So next year we will be celebrating our 100-year anniversary. There will be a lot of celebrations around that. So January intake students will be starting this January. We'll have a lot to celebrate when they are here on campus. The campus itself is quite beautiful. We have invested heavily in our campus recently for our students' facilities and to make sure the students have all the necessary equipments and facilities that they require to succeed. Next one. These are some other rankings. 194 in the world. That's our most latest QS ranking. 98% of our research is world leading, which means we really contribute in the society and business. And that's all our courses have embedded these sort of ambitions that we want to have a practical approach towards solving world's problem. Next, please. Our campuses, we are a truly international university. We have two campuses here in Reading. One is White Knight campus and one is London Road campus, but we also have campus in Malaysia. And we recently opened this campus in 2016. But our main campus here is in Reading, and to talk a little bit more about Reading on the next presentation. So all the January students or all the foundation students will be based on the White Knights campus. And this is just a snapshot of how the White Knight campus looks like. As you can see, there are a number of buildings around, but Edith Morley, which is in the middle of library and Henley Business School, is the building where most of our foundation, all of our foundation students would be set up. And it's a quite nice U-shaped building. And there's quite a lot of things to do within the building, but also it's at the center point of campus, which makes it quite accessible to all the facilities and also accessible to Students' Union, where there's a lot of food options. I personally quite like that. Moving on. The campus itself is very well located. It's best. It's 23 minutes fast train away from London Paddington, and it has fabulous links with the Heathrow Airport and Gatwick Airport, and the rest of the connectivity with the UK. Because of the location, we put ourselves. Most of the trains pass through the Reading station, and that makes it easily accessible wherever you live, either in London or the other side. Which means you get best of both worlds. You can live in the peaceful environment in Reading, but also you have great connectivity with London itself. Moving on. The university has very ambitious targets and links with the government and industry. As I mentioned earlier, we have a practical approach towards our academics, and we have brilliant links. And one of the reasons, if you can go to the next slide. And one of the reasons for that is the location for the university. So as you can see here, this is the train line, as you can see, just close to London. The university is quite strategically located between all the major companies and multinational companies like Prudent, Huawei, PepsiCo, Oracle, and Microsoft, which means that our students have a great opportunity to look for job perspective or career opportunities in these companies, and it's quite approachable right on their doorstep outside the university. Moving on. Now I'll talk about a little bit about the January cohort and the International Foundation pathways, and tell you something specifically about the foundation program. So the foundation is not something that we have started doing recently. We've been doing it from last 40 years. We were actually one of the very first universities who started foundation in the UK. We had 30 students from, we have students from 30 different nationalities. And at that time as well, we have, we had 27 students from 8 different nationalities, and studying, all of them were studying in science subjects. As you can see in that picture, there is a photo of all these students in 1985. But now we have students from over 30 nationalities just in our foundation. We have 2 entry points, and we have expanded our offer. And from next year onwards, the offer is going to expand even more. Moving on. One of the benefits that you get, and very unique feature of our foundation program, that you are a University of Reading student from day one. This is not something that you would get in many foundation offer. And the benefit that you get being a University of Reading student from day one is that you get access to all our services. And I will let Leslie speak about all these services later in the presentation. But as I said, it's quite unique. You are not a foundation student when you come at Reading. You are a University of Reading student from day one, and we make sure that you get that personalized support and care that you need, and that proved to be a very effective sort of point for students to integrate into campus and to make friends and to make sure that they're having a good time here at campus. And there are a number of activities to do. For example, in next slide. We have a number of activities to get involved. We have something called Students' Union. All the UK universities are supposed to have a Students' Union, but as a student here at Reading Foundation Pathway, you will be able to access all the Students' Union services as well, because as I said, you are a university student from day one, and you can get involved in a number of activities according to your interest, whether it be volunteering, whether it be debating, whether it be welfare or charity. Anything that interests you, there's always something for everyone, and I'm sure our student representative today will have something to share as well regarding this. And talking about sports a little bit more in the next presentation. So in terms of sports and activities, we have huge facilities around sports. And we have a number of sports teams. As you can see on the screen, there are a number of sports options available, whatever you are good at, or if you want to try something out as a hobby. I myself try cricket as a hobby when I was in undergraduate degree, and that played a very crucial part in my well-being and physical activities. So I strongly recommend students who can and who want to engage in sports. There's a number of opportunities involved, and as a foundation student, you are eligible to take part as a normal university student. So there's no differentiation. I think from next slide, I will hand over to Leslie to talk more about academics and all the other important stuff that students will need to access when they're here.
Thank you, Atul. As Atul said, there are lots of different activities and stuff that students can join, and that starts with many different activities that are specific for international students as well. We have conversation cafes where students can go and just speak in English and just get to know different students. There's a lovely picture here on this slide about one of our English cafes, so it's good for them to go there. But we also have different celebrations depending on what, where you're from, what culture you are from, or what religion you practice. But we have lots of different celebrations specifically for international students while they're here. But aside from just activities, we do go into more academic things, and we help our students academically in many different ways. And one of those ways is through our IFP Star Mentors program. And this program is where we have past International Foundation program students, and they will contact you before you even arrive to the University of Florida, or geez, oh my, University of Reading, my goodness. And here, before you arrive. So if you have any questions at all before you arrive, your STAR mentor will be able to answer those questions for you. One of the things that one of our students said, it was a completely positive and it's a wonderful idea, and all universities should have it. And that's the STAR stands for Student Transition at Reading. So we're helping you to transition to Reading before you even join the program. While you're here, the University of Reading is a difference. We are here to empower international students for lifelong academic, personal, and professional success, from foundation to postgraduate years here. And Malika is a good example of that. She started with our foundation program and has now in her third year of her undergraduate degree, but I'll let her explain more about that in her successes here. But we will help you prepare for success. We have personalized care for every student right from the start. You'll have a personalized tutor. Our international education, we have world-class teaching, lots of cultural insight, students from over 120 countries at the university. We have approximately 30 within the IFP, but over 120 countries are represented at the university in general. And we have teachers from all over the world as well. And we're going to equip you to thrive. So we're going to help build your confidence. We're going to give you soft skills. We're going to help you build a community and a network and an awareness of who you are as a student and how you can develop and succeed throughout your university career here. Our teaching and learning at the University of Reading on the International Foundation pathways is in different parts. So you might have some lectures where you are in a class with 200, 300 students, depending on what degree program you're going to be studying. You might have small group seminars that are smaller, 20 students, 13 students, depending. We do offer one-to-one tutorial sessions as well, in addition to that, drop-in sessions. So if you're a little bit confused, you have questions throughout your academic week, you can go to the drop-in sessions and ask specific questions to your lecturers that you have for those specific modules that you have. We do have science laboratories. So if you're taking chemistry, biology, you'll actually get to spend time and do hands-on experiments within the labs. And we do have multiple computer classrooms around the university where if you're taking a statistics and data science class module, you will be able to go to those computer classrooms and actually do hands-on work as well. Uh, in addition to all of that teaching and learning, though, we do also have an academic tutoring system. And this is when you first arrive to the University of Reading, you will be assigned an academic tutor. And this tutor is going to help you develop plans for academic and personal development. We will sit down with you individually, talking to you about what you want to do in the future, what your future degree program is going to be, how we can help you succeed in passing the foundation program, but also helping you succeed for the rest of your university degree and further into your career. We always are there, and you will always have access to additional university support services as appropriate, and we will point you in the right direction. So if you do have any questions at all, your academic tutor will be able to point you in the right direction, whether it's more well-being or financial questions and or visa questions. We know where to send you, and we will make sure you get to the right place. Typically, there are 5 face-to-face meetings between the academic tutor and the students at the International Foundation programs. So you will meet individually with this academic tutor at least 5 times a year. However, if you have more questions than that, your academic tutors are always willing to meet you more often as you need to. So you can always schedule additional meetings. You don't have to stick to just those 5 meetings. Our meetings are always logged and recorded on our system with RISES, so that if there are any questions or if you need somebody to know more information about you in your undergraduate degree program or further, it will already be logged there, so you will be able to share that information and you won't have to share it multiple times. But it is also our way of keeping track and making sure that you are able to engage and that you're not having too many difficulties while you're studying here at the university. And our attendance is always regularly monitored, so we will make sure that you are attending classes. And if we see that something is going on and you're not attending classes, we will send you emails and ask you if everything is okay or if you need more support with anything. We are there to support you through the academic tutoring system. At the university, our academics go on further than just the classroom as well, though. We have a lovely Life Tools program where you can register and sign up to take specific workshops on different topics. So if you find that maybe you're having difficulty settling in or meeting other people, we have specific workshops for that. We have specific workshops for stress management or procrastination. So if you have difficulties getting your assessments in on time, we have specific workshops that you can join to maybe help you learn about how to negate those issues that you might be having. One of the things that our students are always asking us, though, is what does my weekly time look like? So if you will have time to do these extra activities as well, because you'll see on this slide that there is time for you in your weekly schedule to do extra things or join sports clubs and things like that as well. This is just an example of a timetable. It's not going to be like this for everybody. You'll notice this student here has almost two classes every day. Some students might have 3 classes one day and no classes another day. It just depends on the modules that they're taking and when those modules are meeting. But you can see that there is a wide variety, and we always have built-in breaks that you will have a chance to do independent studies as well. For January students, though, you will hopefully be joining us from the 9th of January next year in 2026. And the semester then will start on the next Monday, the following Monday, the 12th of January. And it will run through the 1st of April. Then you'll have your spring vacation, and then you'll come back for semester 2 or semester 1 assessment, going into semester 2, and then the semester 2 assessment ending in the end of July. If you don't do well in one of your modules, that's okay. We do have a resit period where you'll be able to resit assessments and or modules as you need to, but that will be in August to September of 2026. If you decide not to join in January and you would like to defer to September next year, we can get you, the course dates will be available online at some point, but I don't think they're available yet. I haven't checked there, but those will be the dates for January. But that's the support that you'll get within the faculty here, the lecturers here in the Global Academy, the International Foundation Program. But it does go beyond the faculty and your academic tutor. So you'll also get support from the school. So we have a wonderful administrator team and program coordinators here at the Global Academy for the International Foundation Pathways, and they can help you answer questions about submitting assessments, timetable queries. So if you have queries about any of your marks that you've received, if you I hope we don't, but if you do get in trouble for academic misconduct, they'll be able to help you with that stuff. But they are also there to help you with engagement and things like that. And they can also help you and point you in the right direction for specialist support, whether it's finance, careers, welfare, visa support. They know where to send you as well. So if you don't have time to meet with your academic tutor, or it's a very quick question, you can always stop by the administrative desk here in Edith Morley and ask them questions, and they'll be able to help you as well. But outside of our school and the Global Academy and the International Foundation Program, we do also have other support on the University of Reading campus. And one of those things is career support. And that career support starts right away at the foundation level. We have Red Awards where you can join, volunteer, and you can get special certificates that will help you to enhance your CV when you are ready to apply for jobs in the future. But then we also, the career support team can also practice interviews, and you can gain hands-on research experience, building employability. They always have job fairs here on campus that you can go and just meet different businesses that you could potentially work for in the coming years after your foundation program. But some students, it doesn't always just start with academics and then further careers. It might start with a place to stay. And if you need a place to stay, you can always come and stay in our accommodation. The accommodation is close to your buildings usually. There are some that are right on campus. There are some a little bit further away from campus, but they're all within a 10-15 minute walk. You might choose not to live on campus, but if you do live on campus, there's always those amenities there. Where there's a bus system that will take you right into Reading Town Center. There are food places on campus as well where you can get meal plans that are available. And it is a very vibrant community in each of the halls. And you can recommend a quiet hall. You can recommend different things that you would like to have in your hall, and the university will try to support you in any way they can. So we're here from academics, an academic tutor, all the way through support in the dormitories or accommodation for you. But I think that's everything from me. So I would like to take the time to hand over now to Malika so she can talk to you about her experience as a student here.
Thank you, Leslie. Hi everyone, my name is Malika. I am a final year student here at the University of Reading. I am doing archaeology as my degree, and I have finished International Foundation Program in 2022. So it has been quite a lot of time. And I have also, as a part of my degree, I have done a placement year, which we will talk about as well, and I'm highly recommending this. Yeah, and I would like to share my experience. So as a foundation student, I have received a lot of support from both the university and the Department Global Academy itself, from my academic tutors, from the tutors on the modules that I've been taking, and from the university, as has been mentioned, the careers team, students union, and just the body of the university itself. I I have I have progressed onto the archaeology degree as soon as I have completed my studies on the foundation program, and for this I've taken politics, sociology, and psychology modules on the foundation, which were really enriching and really fulfilled all of the knowledge that I needed in order to succeed in the first year of my undergraduate program. It has taught me a lot about the academic culture at the University of Reading and in the UK in general. It has really provided me with all the necessary skills to be able to succeed as an international student. Skills like essay writing, presentation, report writing, sticking to your deadlines, researching for knowledge, researching for your essays in the library, and how to use all of the resources that the university provides. So I think just in the name of it, International Foundation Program sets a good foundation for you to be a very successful student at the University of Reading and beyond in your career. And as I've mentioned, I have also taken the professional placement year as a part of my degree. I have worked in the global student recruitment at the University of Reading. So I have stayed on campus, I haven't moved anywhere, and I would very highly advise you look into doing a professional placement year while you are a student, because you get a year out of your studies. It kind of adds a year of you being in the UK. It also pays, of course, but it also provides you with a huge base and foundation for your career progression. And if your course allows it, I would say definitely look into this. And the university provides an enormous support in this. The careers team will reach out to you, and you will be expected to reach out to careers team as well, of course, and schedule as many appointments as you need to practice your interview, or submit your application form, or read over your cover letter. And the careers team also stays with you after you graduate for 2 years, so definitely taking advantage of that. Yeah, and now I'm in my final year, completing my studies, writing my dissertation, and looking for graduate jobs now. And having this placement year as a big chunk of my CV really helps to expand the pool of the jobs that I'm looking for. Yeah, so I think this is it from now for me. And if you would like me to add anything else at all, and Leslie, please let me know. And if you have any questions, let me know as well.
I think you summed it up very well, Malika. Thank you so much for a brilliant introduction and your journey. Leslie, do you have anything to ask or share?
No, I don't really. I don't think. Malika, I do have a question for you though. Would you be able to explain more about how you were supported on the foundation program?
Yes, of course. As has already also been mentioned, but I have received, no, I have been reached out by my academic tutor a lot, and we've had regular meetings, and it has really been personal. So I have been personally guided through what I want to do in my future studies, and it's really tailored, and you would feel really supported and listened to while you're on the meetings and while you are studying in the foundation program. I've also received support from the tutors, as I've said. So my politics and sociology tutor was also really motivating and inspiring, and has always been providing us with loads of different opportunities in the university itself. And even in terms of career, she has managed to see some of us potential, and guide us to the possible options in the career that we can be doing, even though we have just started the International Foundation Program. So it has definitely been really inspiring to see all of the university staff really believing in you and guiding you into your future.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Malika. It's been a very exciting journey for you. We have seen it up close, and we all wish you all the best and all the success in future once you graduate.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. So, as I mentioned at the start, you have an opportunity to ask any question by clicking in that question mark box. You must be able to see on your screen. You can put any question that you have from myself, Leslie, or Malika. So far, there is next part of this presentation and webinar, and the next part is specifically just for the agencies, agents, and our partners. So all the students who are joining us this January would have the opportunity now to ask any question that they have about the student experience or any other questions related to the information that we have given so far in the presentation.